Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Helicool's Helipad. I'm Dave Anderson. Thank you so very much for clicking on this video and joining me today. I appreciate your support. Hey, today we're going to be working on getting the tires balanced on Malachi. And what you'll need is a graduated cylinder just like this. Make sure that it has the ounce marks on it. I would advise you not to say anything to household 6, or you can. I prefer just to ask for forgiveness later or make sure that it's all cleaned up before I put it back into the cabinet. Otherwise she might think that I'm never going to put any kind of food like that in there again or use this again. So yeah, just wash it up after you're done. It should be fine. A little bit of surgical tubing. And we'll need some antifreeze. You guys, we're gonna have some fun today. It's easy peasy. You guys stay tuned. Alright, so I need to explain what we're going to be doing here. And so I need to take all the air out of the tires. And I have the block under there so I actually get a little bit more oomph to get the tire a little bit flat. And that's what I want. And the reason why I want it flat is so that I can create a vacuum on the inside. So I'm going to start jacking it up. And before I do that, I'm going to hook up a hose to the Schrader valve, and I'm going to suck antifreeze into the tire, 20 ounces of antifreeze into the tire, and that should take care of business. Now I have two different devices here. One of these, I'm sure a lot of you four-wheel drivers, off-roaders know what this is. You just unscrew these. They come in a set of 4, and you just push these right into, or screw these into your Schrader valve when it starts letting out the air. And this is to air down your tires. And of course, there's 4 of them. The other way to do it is this Schrader valve tool. It removes the Schrader valve, and you can just have a free flow. So either way is going to work pretty good. You understand what we're doing now? So let's get busy. It doesn't matter what method that you use to let the air out, but in order to get the fluid back in, this Schrader valve must be removed. So you'll need to, this is why this Schrader valve tool is so important, because you have to remove it in order to get the air, or the liquid back in. And also be careful putting this in and out that you don't tighten it up too much and strip it out, because I mean, yeah, you can remove this and get another thread put in there, but it's more kind of a pain in the rear, so try not to damage that Schrader valve. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that these have had the run flats removed. I mean, I don't know, I might be going way out on a limb on this, but I'm not thinking that you could drive that way. right, so that's 20 ounces. And what I have set up on the other side here is my jack. And I'm gonna start jacking that up, and it should suck that antifreeze right inside. Be good to go. As I do with a lot of things, I always check some things online, and I found an old video by Sean Filner. I think it was like his number 12th Fmtv video, and he shows doing this, and he suggested not just 20 ounces but 40 ounces was better. You know what? I believe that Sean has very good integrity, and I trust his judgment. It's going to be 40 ounces per tire for Malachi. As you can hear and see, you don't really have to jack it up very much to get it to suck those 40 ounces in. Time to put the Schrader valve back in. There we go. All right, on to the next side. Well, this of course is a good way to tell that air is still coming out. Even though you may not be able to hear it, it's still coming out. Quite a bit actually, so I'm gonna have to wait about 2 more days. Just kidding. A little bit longer and this will stop. I'll start pumping up the truck and it will suck that down. So here's the thing, I have heard about this. It's been explained to me, but I've never seen a demonstration of how it actually is supposed to work. The time-lapse video that I took, it does show it just sucking beautifully. It takes about, probably 5 minutes on the first 20 ounces and probably 8 to 10 on the second. This one was a bit different. It didn't want to take it very fast, and what I had to do is let air start going, and then it would suck the antifreeze right into the tube. But as soon as the liquid started going in, it wouldn't move very fast at all, and I would just pick the line up, let it all drain in there until air started to suck again, and then it really was, a strong pull. I'd slurp some more, and I kept having to do that over and over again. It took a little longer, but you just kind of have to find the groove that the tire likes and go with it. A little bit of trial and error, never hurt anybody, but anyway, it's a pretty easy process. If your CTIS is working just fine, you don't have to add any air to these. Your CTIS will air it back up. I don't like keeping it at a negative pressure or as 0 pressure, so what I did is I just got the compressor out and I filled about I think about 35 psi, just so that the CTIS had a reading to go by and didn't just think it was zero and not want to fill or have some kind of error. I just didn't want to have that extra issue, so I filled it with about 35 psi, and then I allowed the CTIS to take over from there. But definitely a needed thing. I hated getting jumped all over the road every time I hit a bump. This should help out. I'm going to take it for a test drive and find out. All right, after about 10 minutes of running, it is finally up. Now it's wanting to add some more again, I guess. I guess we're still not ready. Figured about after 10 minutes of running, tires would be all pumped up. I thought it was, but now it's saying I want some more. So it's continuing to pump. We'll be off testing shortly, I hope. Well, I just got back from the test drive, and I can tell you that about 75% of the correcting that I have to do is eliminated. Yeah. It drives that well. Now I still got some of the bouncing around, but that'll be taken care of when I get some time to slap these shocks on that I got from Dennis Thompson. But I'm pretty happy with the result of that. I mean, I'm just kind of driving along, just holding the steering wheel. It isn't jumping all over the place. It isn't, I'm not having to correct and back and forth all over the road. It's driving like it actually has power steering, and it knows where it wants to go instead of drifting all over the place. It's almost like if you've ever had bias ply tires and then switched to radials. Yeah, that's kind of like the difference. Well guys, looks like I'm going to be wrapping up another video. I really appreciate that you guys clicked on this video and watched, and continue to support the channel. If you really liked it, press on that thumbs up button down there, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Welcoming new subscribers to the channel every day is just so awesome. Thank you so very much. The next video is going to have a little bit of a surprise for you. I've been planning this for a couple of weeks, and it's going to be one of those special videos, so you won't want to miss it. If you guys have been watching the channel, you know what I mean. And this one's going to be a little bit extra, maybe just a little bit over the top. So keep watching. Ask your friends to watch. They're going to love the next one especially. Till next time, guys, I'm Dave Anderson signing out. You guys be safe, and God bless. Yeah, Jake. Hello, Mouse. Hello, Mouser.